Wait, before you try to sleep tonight, be honest for a second. How long have you been pretending that you're okay? How long have you been smiling normally, while secretly feeling exhausted inside? Because some people don't break loudly, they just become quieter. Little by little, until nobody notices they're hurting anymore. And maybe that person is you tonight. Maybe that's why you're still awake right now. The room is dark. Everything is silent. But your mind just keeps going. Thought after thought. Memory after memory. Pain after pain. And no matter how tired your body feels, your heart still refuses to rest. You know what hurts the most? It's not always the pain itself. Sometimes, it's realizing you've been carrying everything alone for far too long. Trying to stay strong every single day slowly exhausted your soul. You tried not to bother anyone. You told people, "I'm okay. I'm just tired. I'll be fine." But deep inside, you were secretly hoping somebody would notice that you were falling apart. Maybe people only saw the version of you that kept functioning, the version that still replied to messages, still smiled sometimes, still acted normal. But nobody saw how emotionally exhausted you truly became inside. Nobody saw the nights you stared at the ceiling for hours. Nobody saw the moments you almost broke down in silence. Nobody heard the quiet prayers you whispered while trying not to cry. And honestly, being emotionally tired is a different kind of pain, because you cannot fully explain it. Your body is here, but your heart feels far away from everything. Even small things start feeling heavy after carrying pain too long. Sometimes you do not even know what is wrong anymore. You just know you do not feel okay. And maybe lately, you started feeling distant from everyone around you, not because you hate people, not because you want attention, but because you became too tired to explain your sadness anymore. So instead, you stayed quiet. You carried everything alone, night after night, smile after smile, day after day, until silent suffering became normal to you. But listen carefully tonight. God never ignored your pain, not once. Even during the nights when you felt abandoned, He was still there beside you. Even when your faith became weak, He stayed. Even when you stopped praying correctly, He still listened carefully to your heart. Because God is not waiting for perfect words. He understands the tears you cannot explain. He understands the heaviness inside your chest tonight. He sees the nights you almost gave up completely, and He understands how tired you truly are. So tonight, for a few quiet minutes, stop trying to hold everything together. You do not have to pretend right now. You do not have to hide your sadness from God. If your heart hurts, He already knows. If you feel lost, He already sees it. If you feel emotionally broken, you do not have to carry everything alone anymore tonight. So breathe slowly now, in and out, slowly. Let your shoulders relax. Let your thoughts slow down for a moment tonight. You survived today, even if today felt heavy, even if nobody noticed your pain, even if your heart feels exhausted right now, you are still here, and that matters more than you realize. Sometimes healing does not happen loudly. Sometimes healing begins during quiet nights like this. One slow breath at a time, one peaceful moment at a time, one prayer at a time, and maybe tonight, you do not need answers for everything. Maybe you do not need to fix your entire life overnight. Maybe your soul simply needs real rest. The kind of rest where you stop fighting your own mind for a little while. The kind of rest where your heart finally feels safe enough to breathe again slowly. And maybe That is why you are here tonight. Not by accident. Not randomly. Maybe God knew you needed this quiet moment. A peaceful moment. A moment where someone finally says, I know you're tired. I know you've been hurting. But you are not alone tonight. So if your eyes feel heavy now, that's okay. You can finally rest tonight. Tomorrow can wait. The pressure can wait. The fear can wait. Right now, just breathe slowly and let the peace of God sit beside you in the silence tonight, because even in your darkest nights, you were never truly alone. Not during the painful nights, not during the lonely nights, not during the nights when your heart quietly broke inside. God was still there, and He is still beside you now. So close your eyes slowly tonight, and finally allow your soul to rest.